Hey, you know what it is, y'all.
So where'd you bury that? Did you bury the girl in the back of the lawn?
Oh wait. Are we on? Savage AF,
my
man.
bad, man. That was weird.
Just a little casual compliment. Hot mic. Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter, man. It's your boy Black Pedro.
What's
this
up?
dude.
I am Shang, aka Dead Hooker's Hider. I just don't want Pedro to do another stretch.
He's called the Cadaverer.
Yeah. So.
You know what it is, man. Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. We are here to talk politics, hot topics, current events, and I don't give a fluff kind of style. Now listen, we are true grown ask men.
Yeah.
But the algorithm says don't curse too early. So we give it some time. We reel you in. Then curse words.
Yeah, but let me ask you something.
Gotcha.
Is cunt a dirt? Cunt?
All right.
Is it? No, I mean...
We were supposed to wait.
No, I know, but British movies have it in there all the time, so...
Well,
I saw that they said it on TV. I was watching TBS, and they said...
Sometimes the English don't speak English as good as they should.
Like, listen, you dirty
there's a whole lot of that. But Savage AF, forget your feelings, facts matter. We talk politics, hot topics, current events, of course. You can catch us live on YouTube. And then we have our YouTube channel where we like cut up, slice and dice, Ginsu the show, and give you short clips as well as a fully more produced episode than this live event. Also, make sure you catch us on all the audio platforms, iTunes, Spotify, wherever else they do that stuff.
Google Play, Pornhub. We have a channel. Ears Are Us. Yes, there's so many things. Yeah. And also, when you do that, make sure before we get into the show, if you have an Instagram, we have on Instagram at Comedian Shang and at comedian, not comedian, at Black Pedro, but he is a comedian, but it's at Black Pedro. Make sure you check us out on there. And if you don't do that, your feet stink and Jesus don't love you. Yeah, if you believe in an imaginary man with a beard that used to play for Led Zeppelin, then I don't know what to tell you.
Would he play bass?
Bass. He's bass.
Okay,
yeah.
So,
I mean, come on. He's the foundation of the rock. You know,
that's right.
It's the drummer and the bass. Yeah, it's a rhythm section.
Rhythm and melody.
Now, why would Jesus be like the horn player? That's not. That's for the angels. The angels, if you believe in angels, they're supposed to play trumpets and stuff like that. You know, as they drag you either to heaven or hell, if you believe in that. I personally. Not so much. Lucifer's on lead guitar. Yes. Savage AF, of course. Man. He who shreds better. Forget your feelings, facts matter. Also know that you can catch us on Facebook. Savage A.F. is that locale there. Yeah. Also, this is very important in the life of, if you want to call it a life, of a comedian. Yeah. Without it, we are I think we'll be deported soon if we don't have enough. Well, out of the two of us, you're going first. My name's on the list. Yeah. But if you don't have enough... Wait, let them know your full name so they know why was Pedro deported. Why would I tell them my full name? This doesn't... That won't stop ICE. The best ICE story I heard, dude married his girl, but... I think Mark was just telling me about this. Shout out to Petty Cash Studios, man. Yeah, they still took her. But they took her because she was stupid. Yeah, no, because that's what they voted for. That's what they voted for. Savage AF. But follow us without these. I know I'll be deported. Without followers on Instagram, IG, the gram, as some people call it. The gram bam, thank you, ma'am. Without these followers, I probably will be exalted from this country. Right. So follow at Black Pedro. At Black Pedro. At Comedian Shang. Yes, and if you follow us, you know what? You're the best person in the world. If you don't, fuck you. If you follow us, everybody gets a personal fairy. Yeah, I'm allowed to say fuck you. Like on Peter Pan, you get your own Tinkerbell. Yeah. As she twinkling and spread dust around. And then
You got to pay to clean up the dust.
Right.
But we'll bring the ferry to you.
Now, we're going to get into the show, but there's something I got to make sure you know first. All right? Once you see our clips, the best thing you could do is share them. Like, if you share stories, right? If you ever seen an image of a person get hit by a truck and then his body flies through a window, you got to share that.
Love.
Our show is the same way. It's like a body flying through a window that just got hit by a truck. Mm-hmm. Follow us. Share the shit.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen. Let's go.
Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. We're here for you guys. All right. So we're going to pop off today's show. It is, as of right now, as of the taping of the show, I feel like I got to do this for posterity. Like,
why?
If you're getting this message, it's Wednesday, March 19th, 2025.
Yeah, and then
in the time space
continuum. Know that
continuum.
there's a zombie apocalypse that happened outside.
We're on Earth 1. Earth 1 is calling out to all the other multiverses. All right. So we're going to end today's show with a Shangry, of course. We have the master of the emotion itself.
I think I'm pretty calm. I think I am.
We'll leave that up to the courts.
All right.
But that being said, we are going to end with the Shangry today. And it is a FAFO.
It's a FAFO. And the F,
it's a fluff around and flying out.
And the F stands for farmer.
Yeah. But we going to FAFO today on our Shangry. Before we get into that, I did a last minute audible today. I had one topic in mind.
You're not going with the one you text me?
No, I'm sorry. I switched it up. I switched it. Hey, man, had to call in.
This last minute shit is what happened to the Seattle Seahawks when they didn't go and win the Super Bowl.
They should have just gave it to Marshawn.
They should have gave it to beast mode. But okay, we're gonna see if it goes through. If what you say works, we're good.
Well, speaking of how should I say this? Speaking of beast mode, it looks like the Department of Homeland Security has gone into full beast mode. And today I witnessed a commercial several times that blew my mind. It makes me realize that there's no place like Nome. But I'm going to talk to y'all about that. Before we get into that, I don't know if it's an app yet, but there is a hate map. And you can find a Yahtzee near you.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about everybody got their top 5, top 10. We're going to talk about the bottom 10 today. The bottom 10. And these are the DEMS that we love to hate.
Yeah. I like to call them the pussies. I mean, not that pussy's a bad thing or a weak thing, but they're the weakest noodles of all time.
Well, we'll get into that.
And I've been telling you that the whole time on the show, and you're saying no, the Democrats is doing their best and stuff. These little punk motherfuckers.
Again, this is not.
I've told you that.
This
and
is
I also
not,
told you Trump wasn't going to jail. I ain't getting no money from none of you motherfuckers who bet me that said Trump was going to jail, and I said he wasn't.
It was Shang Bucks.
Yeah, but those count.
It was Shang Bucks. And again, this is not a hate on the entire Democratic Party by myself. But it is the bottom 10. I think these are the ones that should be primaried. But before we get into that, whoo, didn't they touched on a button, man?
They got you on this one.
Ooh, they getting it. By the way,
I was going to do the same thing too. What?
I'm looking at the monitor. I do want to shout out Breezy JJ's, Lady Hazel May, Maya Baker for being here with us.
Hey,
live
what's up, y'all?
On the YouTube. Spread the word. That's why you need to be on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/SavageAF World,
Yeah.
all one word. All the shows are archived, but also get subscribed, get notified, and that's how you know like when we're on live.
And also you can find out some more details about our intimate sex lives on our Patreon. That we don't have it up yet, but when it does go up, there's gonna be a lot of fucking for you to explore.
I'm gonna have to realize I'm gonna have to have a conversation with my lady about that.
You got she'll find out eventually.
Yeah,
when the money comes rolling in, what's she gonna say? What is she gonna say? But other than
why didn't you
bravo?
tell me you set up a camera in the ceiling fan?
Yeah,
that's probably what she's gonna say.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. That's getting clipped.
Yeah,
I just want you to know that.
That's probably what she's gonna say. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're gonna start off today's show with the motherfucker say what?
Oh my goodness, man.
The DOJ has DOA'd Jackie Robinson.
Yes, Jackie Robinson has been scrubbed from existence.
Along
apparently.
with many other just, and not just black, but as part of this whole sweep of, this dangerous, poisonous DEI.
DEI is coming to fondle your children.
They've got your child in the basement.
Now, I actually just posted something on my IG about this. The fact that they did that to Jackie Robinson, I'm not surprised, because they've been systematically going through all of the websites.
So let's just say the they and all of this. Right?
They.
So the Department of Justice is the they.
No.
No, but in for the purposes of this story,
okay.
They are the they.
Okay.
The Department of Justice has gone through a broad sweep and sort of cleansed out.
Cleansed?
That's
the wrong word to use.
Along ethnic lines, it seems to be a cleansing of historical figures, facts, and events. Again, along ethnic lines. Swept up in that was the removal of, a page about Jackie Robinson and his service in the Army. I believe the Tuskegee Airmen got swept up in that.
Yes, they actually took this. Any accomplishments of the Tuskegee Airmen was taken down. Photos of them, the photos of the ones that actually were training other soldiers how to be really great pilots. I guess they didn't want that to be known because there were black men.
Yeah, niggas.
Okay.
But that being said, also images in history about LG. I see you out there, Miss Averb. I see you out there live. Thank you guys for joining in with us live.
Yeah.
But they also like history about the Enola Gay, which is the name of the bomber, I believe, that was used to drop one of the bombs in Japan.
Yeah.
Information about that was scrubbed simply because it had the word gay in it.
Yeah, and
as far as I know, that plane never fucked another man. You know what I'm saying?
Or licked another woman.
Yeah.
But they also took any soldiers that had the last name Gay. They also made sure that they weren't there. So just the word gay alone, if you're having
it triggered the thing. Yeah,
it triggered them.
Yeah, if you're feeling happy at all.
This is how fucking dumb MAGA is. This is how fucking dumb the Trump administration and Pat, what's his name? Hand job. What's his name? Pat Headset or Head.
Pat?
Yeah.
Pete.
Pete, yeah.
Oh, you're talking Hegseth.
Is it Hegseth?
Yeah.
Hand job. That's his name. The bottom line is, because that's what
he's the secretary of DUI.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he's not DEI. He's
DUI. He's the big dog when it comes to the military.
Department of Justice.
Okay.
I mean the Department of Defense.
The Department of Defense. If you look at all of the situations and the reasons they're doing this, other than the fact that they're afraid of their own incompetency and their mediocrity, the bottom line is, when they're that sensitive, where they thought a airplane was gay.
It was a gay airplane.
Like there was men just, it's raining men, and they just threw a bunch of men with paratroopers with their dicks out.
No, they took it like, have you ever flown on Enola? Oh, Enola gay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you know.
Child, please.
Nola.
Everybody done flown on Enola. Enola gay.
You didn't see the way she moved her tail? I'm telling you right now, this country makes me want. Somebody just told me on TikTok, because made a comment like, if you don't like what's going on here, why don't you move out the country? I'm like, first off, Ice Lice, let me tell you something. You know what? I'm gonna be at the Comedy Store at this time. You can come meet me, and I'll bust your ass. And I don't mean
Rice mite.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bust your ass like you thought the plane was gay. I'm gonna bust your ass.
You want to ride Enola?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the fact that they're doing this, and that the judges are actually trying to stop them. But one of the Republicans said, "I don't care what the judges say. We're going to do all of what we want anyway."
That was Homan, who looks like the bully from every '80s movie.
Yeah, and
he never grew up.
He was the one that Danny Glover shot at the end when he said, "I just decapitated him."
Decapitated him. There you go.
Yes, that was him.
But to your point, Shane, we know it's getting ridiculous when, I mean, not just because of race lines, but across race lines. Jackie Robinson is a national hero. Right?
No, apparently not.
I mean,
no.
Chadwick Boseman played him.
By the way, played him brilliantly, but the bottom line is, they don't care about I mean, it's not just black and Hispanic. It is also gender, because they took down all of the women, any women that were or captains or anyone with any kind of weight. And I don't mean weight like fat bitches.
You mean power?
I mean power, because some people think when you say weight, because a lot of people are dumb, they think, oh, so they took all the fat bitches off. That makes sense.
Also, I love how you could be bigging up women and referencing fat bitches at the same time.
Sentence.
That's amazing skill.
No, but all right.
That's
my language. Heavy set women, big boned,
curvaceous.
Yes, they're called Stephanie. Yes, Stephanie Stegosaurus. I'm thinking the bottom line is, what is their bottom line that they feel they need to scrub all of this from history? When these military, and also the person that held at Iwo Jima, that there was a American Indian. That's what they Native American. That's what
that's the other ones. The code breakers.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they're erasing. There was a native soldier among.
There was a native soldier that was one of the people that held planted the flag, and they basically scrubbed him too. So,
but the code breakers, for those who don't know, they made a movie about it. I think Nicolas Cage was in it.
Yeah, of course, and he was the head Indian.
But natives, Native American natives, I should say, were used as part of the effort in World War II to send communications that the Japanese couldn't decipher.
They couldn't decipher
because
Navajo.
of their using their Navajo language.
Bird.
So yeah, things like this, just critical pieces of American history that are displaying how we all put in on this.
No.
Not just any one
Apparently
group,
not.
but how we all contributed are being erased. And I'm pretty sure that your Eisenhowers and all your other generals and whatever are going to be left in there. But
well, it's the same thing with the statues. There were people that felt that the statues still represented the South,
Confederate
statues. Confederate statues. And at the end of the day, they were traitors to America. And and also raging racist and xenophobes and every other negative national, thing you could say about these people. But I think that the bottom line is, right now, they're going to continue to do it, and we're going to soon be, as you said, moon slaves. Moon slaves.
That is eventually the goal.
Okay, because right now, one of these, the guy you said, Holmes, the guy you said looks like.
No, Homan.
Homan.
His name starts with Ho for a reason.
Well, the Ho. He said that black people have no value. All immigrants are villains and criminals. Wow. All immigrants, not just some. So you got to understand, we're dealing with people who have this very fucking narrow thought process, and I think they should be beat about the head, neck, chest, and shoulders, and they should be served hot, steamy hand sandwiches with a side of stomping. That's where my head's at, and I just feel like if you don't understand, there's no way to reach these people. That's why I hate the way some of the people on the other side of the aisle are esteemed colleagues, those pussies. I hate the fact that they won't go hard in the paint. I think they should bring bats with nails in it when they go on the floor and just start swinging them. Because you can't reach it. What are you going to try to negotiate? What is it that, what's his name, Blow said?
Charles
Blow said, how do you meet a bigot halfway? How do you meet a person that has come to the conclusion that no matter how good you are, if you gave his kid blood so he could live, it doesn't matter, you are not worthy.
Shout out to Breezy JJ's in our comment section, live on our YouTube channel right now. She says, I'll let you guys know if they physically remove the guy from the Iwo Jima statue here in D.C. She says, I pass it on my way to work. Keep us updated. I would love to see that go down. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're going to keep it pushing for the moment. I think we've gotten to the bottom of the barrel when the DOJ is kicking Jackie Robinson out of history. Yeah. So that being said, sticking with the bottom, right now I want to talk about the bottom 10. This barrel of
that should be a segment.
Instead of top 10, it's
the bottom 10.
Talk about the worst 10 rappers ever. My cousin Leon.
He is
my mom.
No bars. The only bars he uses soap. I mean, he just not good.
But going into the end of last week, the government was facing a economic fiscal shutdown. Where the budget hadn't been balanced, and they were looking for extension measures. But at the last minute, the Republicans basically, I think they floated out a highly bullshit budget plan.
Super bullshit budget plan. Still gives the top 1% and 1% tax breaks. Still gives Medicare a punch to the baby maker.
I think it cuts women over 80 years old. It cuts your toes off.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to send people to just clip your whole toes.
Yeah, and then they're going to wear it, like, in the apocalypse now, around their neck. They're
going to be like, it's going to be a bunch of clubfoot grannies out here. But, part of and there were the arguments back and forth that, I believe they put out a bullshit budget, the GOP, to kind of force the Democrats to not go along with it,
right?
Because that would supposedly have given Trumpty Dumpty and Vance and Musk even more power, to do whatever they wanted to do, but also shutting down the government. Certain people were like, "Oh, well, this is dangerous," and employees won't get paid, and departments will get cut back, and I'm like, motherfucker, they was already doing that. They're already firing people and slicing and dicing. Yeah. Everything must go. They're liquidating humans.
And this is a wild shit. Firing people from the nuclear division and have to hire them back like, oh shit, we need these motherfuckers.
And we don't have their emails. Shit.
Oh fuck, we got to call them up.
Anybody on TikTok?
Yeah, but
but here it is though.
The top 10. So, I'm gonna tell you who's number one.
So this budget got
the 10.
This budget got extended, and it was due in every part to these 10 Democrats.
Pussy boys.
Who vote part in the GOP.
Pussy boys.
The number one is obviously the Senate Minority Leader.
Yeah. You really think so?
Charles, cancel your book tour, Schumer, out of New York. Chuck Schumer that always talks with his neck down like this, and like, I had to suck the cock of fucking Trump. This was it's becoming less and less of a surprise because he's become a fuckboy. But Fetterman out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, put on some fucking pants. Yeah. He always got on like sweatpants, shorts. He wears a hoodie all the time. He seemed to come up as the working man's candidate, and he's not at all.
And has caved on a few things.
He's a lurch. He's a lurch.
He voted to. He voted for one of these Trump nominations where I was like, really, dog? Like, I think RFK or Casper, all of them maybe. I don't know, man. It was
he did
Hegseth. That was the one where I was like, what's wrong with you?
He voted for Hegseth.
So we got Schumerman. I'm gonna give you these 10 real quick, then we can talk about it. We got Schumerman from New York, Fetterman, Pennsylvania, Cortez Masto from Nevada. Okay. I got Dick Durbin out of Illinois.
Dick Durbin.
You goddamn Richard. King from Maine. Schatz from Hawaii.
Hawaii?
What kind of Schatz is that? HI, right? That's Hawaii.
That is some bullshit.
No other H
that is really bullshit right there.
We got Hassan from New Hampshire.
Of course, Hassan.
Gary Peters out of Michigan, my home state.
Yeah, Michigan. The fuck you doing?
Just to round out the New York senators,
hey man,
Gillibrand. So both your senators did it, and Shaheen from New Hampshire as well. So New Hampshire doubled up, New York doubled up, but you have these are the Democrats who helped your boy get. Well, I won't say your boy, but them boys, the GOP in general, helped them get
basically
that through.
Half of the things or most of the things they want. The bottom line is Schumer has been this way. How is he? I think he's 99, 90. He's about 100 years. He's old. Right. And I think that maybe somebody should leave a skate right near where his, desk is. So he steps on the skate, woo, and then
just skibbity doo dah.
And then he's gone because we need young blood that's going to actually fight. And the Democrats need young.
Sound like you're forming a Chicago gang. Hey man, we gonna be the young bloods.
Yeah.
What's our first mission? Kill the old bloods.
Yeah. Make sure make sure the old people don't even make it out their house.
The middle-aged bloods are they're comfortable right now, so we gonna let them slide. But the old bloods got to go.
I just thought of there's an old movie called The Warriors. Well, we need some young bloods from uptown and another young bloods from downtown. And when we come together, we can run this whole thing, baby.
Can you dig it?
Yeah. Oh, you remember?
Warriors.
Yeah, was Cyrus. Yeah, that was his name, Cyrus.
Miyu says she was legally fired. No, I'm sorry. She said she was illegally fired.
Yeah,
and I know you. So shout out to Miyu on our live feed right now. We know you work in that DC environment.
So, but a lot of people, that. But by the way, people that are watching this live, a lot of people that were illegally fired, one of the judges stepped up, put on some brass knuckles and said, "How about suck our dicks? You cannot just fire these people without any notice or anything. And if you do it, you have to do it the way we have it, pretending the way Congress has it. You have to give a 30-day like everybody else." And they didn't. So in turn, those people that were fired, you can get your job back, but you just got to sign for the lawsuit. But collectively, it was 9,100 people that right off the shoot should have got to do it. If you sign for it, right there, what can they do? It was 9,100 people that was like, let go, no notice, no nothing. And then Doge, the little Doge 19-year-olds, mobbed up in there with the DC police and had them removed. I don't know if y'all saw that shit. This is what's going on. See, we're not saying our opinion, because my opinion, all y'all need to be ramrodded. I mean ramrodded. I mean rhino horn right up your poop chute. I don't like none of you bitches. Okay. But the bottom line is, this is facts. These are the facts. That's not Pedro's opinion. He's telling you what's happening.
I don't even have one.
You have one. You have one. You still think the Detroit Lions are going to the Super Bowl?
2027, baby.
It's never gonna happen. Last year, he's like, "I think we got this."
Man, I thought we was gonna be at the dance. Lady Hazel May says, I read that everyone is getting their jobs back. Because the firings were illegal and are being put on paid leave. The park rangers are also getting their jobs back. And I hope all of that happens. But while you bring it up, Lady Hazel May, it just does not sound like government efficiency to fire people en masse and then hire them back and then give them back pay. How about let them keep their fucking jobs, do what they've been fucking doing. Maybe if there's something that needs to be combed out, do that after you analyze. But to fire
just randomly,
just across a broad
but you know spectrum. It was directed by Elon. I feel for you, Musk.
Wow.
Yeah, but see, that's how he did it.
Just giving your heart out?
Yeah, he was giving his heart out. It wasn't this. It wasn't his hand like that. He didn't do that. He did straight high Hitler, and I did it just now, but you know I ain't down with that shit. I show you that's how he did it. The bottom line is Elon Musk is the one that wanted all these people fired. That's the end of the day. I don't know why people acting like, well, it was somebody else. No, it was fucking Elon Musk. And Elon Musk wants as many people to be fired, but at the same time, his wealth has just jumped through the fucking roof. Since he's been in office, because I can't believe I just said that, because he basically
He's not, though.
He's not, but since he's been in charge, because none of the Republicans even checking him.
He's the district manager for the Tesla dealership at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
That's what. Okay, that's
Sunday. Come down and get your Tesla.
Yeah,
Tesla.
And the president doing commercials.
It's all computer.
Yeah, you look at this. This thing's beautiful. I'm not going to drive because I'm not allowed to drive. And
Tesla.
The bottom line is Elon Musk is running the shit, and the reason that they fired all those people was because Elon Musk wants he wants the money that's kicked to him for all those military fucking. He got so much money from just the military he wants that money and then not to be taxed on it and not to be even asked about his corruption. All you MAGA people, first off, I'd like to beat you to death with a bag of frozen dicks. If I could even find where you could buy frozen dicks, they ain't got to be human dicks.
Okay,
it could be clarification.
Okay,
you said,
I've been worried for years
that they like if they was like
cattle dicks,
yeah. Like because they cattle dicks and freeze them. Pig poles. That's what they're called, pig poles, and just beaten to death with it. In my opinion, but factually, why is this man that was not elected getting all of this fucking sway? That's what I want to know.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. Well, cha-ching. What? He's at $390 something billion when
he's lost a bit though.
I saw that.
The American people are dipping into his pockets by not supporting
$16 billion because 45% in Europe stock drop, and then the stock dropped here too.
Also, I'm gonna be the first one to say it. You know, most people aren't as progressive as we are.
Hey, give it to Pedro.
We are progressive here on this show. No more SpaceX, y'all. Boycott SpaceX. Do not ride SpaceX no more.
But
your next moon trip, book with somebody else.
Delta? Maybe
not Southwest either, because they about to kill the free bags.
Yeah, plus Southwest stops
but nobody else fly SpaceX. No
Southwest is out because they stop at every meteor on the way, and it takes forever. Okay, Delta has a direct flight to the moon, and if you look at Southwest, it's like, oh, we're gonna stop at this meteor, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be late for my job. You know, I try to explain them. So no more SpaceX, and there are people actually turning in their Teslas. And what's that big square one that looks like a Lego block? What's the name?
Cybertruck.
It's a Cybertruck.
It's a Tesla.
It's a Tesla, but it's Cybertruck. I forgot the name of it because it's fucking horrible. People are setting them on fire.
It looks like a child's kindergarten.
Yeah,
project.
it definitely looks like it.
This is a good point to probably move on to the next topic because Lady Hazel May in our feed just said, someone stole my niece's car, and when they found it, there was a suitcase full of dildos in the back seat. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
I'm sorry about that.
We're definitely going to move forward on that. But thank you, Lady Hazel May, for sharing. You're so special and so kind.
Yeah, the people that
she didn't say what she did. I know you got that bag up under your fucking bed right now.
You know, that's where people go,
that
you know what?
You know what?
I'll take this and make sure it gets to
that's disgusting.
Yes, I'm making sure it gets to the proper authorities.
She put that shit right in her trunk.
You got that shit right in your nasty, under your bed
girl.
Right now. You nasty, you nasty, beautiful vixen, you.
Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. All right, we're going to keep this pushing show.
By the way, Mark, thank you for the water. You saved me.
Yeah.
I was having
Shane came into the studio and was like, I'm having a heart attack. You okay?
I didn't say I had
I'm
a
fine.
I was like, what happened? I haven't been feeling my 100%, and I've been short of breath. And I've been short of breath, and I can't even make it through masturbation fully.
We were like, do you want us to call an ambulance or whatever? Because we have iPhones, and Androids, believe it or not, don't have 9s or 1s. I don't know why they don't. So he couldn't call 911.
This is a good phone. You guys are
unless
wrong.
You're dying.
And all you women that don't want to respond to me just because my bubbles are green, you're a whore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Savage AF.
How do people watch this show without going, I think they should really, that's disgusting.
Well, you know what, Shang? Speaking of disgusting, and there was a little bit of hate there that came out, but I get it. You know what I mean? You got green bubbles, and people don't like that.
This is a beautiful phone. I don't know what. I'm not advertising. Y'all need to give us. Now, if Android gave us a sponsorship, you'd be like, that's the best phone ever. You wouldn't? You wouldn't get rid of your iPhone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I'd rather have the first iPhone than the newest Android. All right.
This is hate, man. Just fucking hate.
Well, speaking of hate, we got a map that can help you find where it is near you nowadays. And actually, for decades now, this group, the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC.
Oh, man, you got to say it like this. The Southern Poverty Law Center.
Southern Poverty Law Center put out a hate map. every year now for decades, in which they map out in a sort of a graphical diagrammic of way. I don't know if diagrammic is a word.
I don't know what diagrammic. I don't even know what diagrammic means. But
it's like
keep
a
going.
Diagram.
Just let them know. Let them know what it is.
All right, man. Well, let me tell you something. Man.
The
Southern Poverty Law Center puts out a hate map every year, and it highlights graphically around the United States, locally on the state level, as well as city and county.
It's very important. County is very important.
All of the hate groups near and dear to your area. Okay.
Now,
what you're gonna find is that in a lot of urban areas, there's a high concentration of white hate.
This is so. The world is turning into this fucking burning flame of shit. I mean, what a hate app? So I can order a Domino pizza and a burning cross.
Well, no. So what this is? All characters aside.
See, okay.
I'm gonna drop the Clem.
All right.
Hello, Clem. But the Southern Poverty Law Center does put out a hate map that basically shows you concentrations of known hate groups that have been identified both by them and governmental agencies. And what we do find is that in large urban areas where there are more concentrations of people, you have higher concentrations of hate groups. Which, honestly...
You know where the biggest hate group is? And guess where it's from?
In my heart.
No, it ain't in your heart. I'm going to tell you where it's at. It's going to fuck your head up. You should look it up, buddy. Guess where it's from? I mean, you grew up there.
Detroit.
It's Michigan.
Michigan.
You didn't know that?
I mean, I saw, when I looked at the graphics and I saw the dots, there was plenty right around my old neighborhood.
Michigan. No, this is I'm not making this up. The white Christian nationalist group that is the head of the snake is in outside of Michigan. But outside of Detroit. Outside of Detroit. And if you look at Michigan, there's just dot of hate groups. What about Michigan makes them go there? They were going to decapitate.
Well, I mean, Detroit was one of the blackest cities in America, for a while.
So that's why?
And probably it's still highly black, but just like not even as much. But like Detroit was like literally 94% black when I was growing up there.
So that explains Eminem?
Yeah. And then it just explains like it's one of those white flight places where like they didn't just move to one part of town. Like they moved to the suburbs. So we always knew like going out to the suburbs was like not for us. You know what I'm saying?
Be careful.
But that being said, I just thought this was a good time to put this out there. That again, the Southern Poverty Law Center does have graphical information about areas in the United States where there are concentrations of hate groups. And when I say hate groups, I don't mean like the Detroit Lions fuck the Green Bay Packers club.
Right.
You know what
We're
I mean?
not talking about the Oakland Raiders hates everybody.
We're talking about...
not Oakland, the Vegas Raiders now.
Yeah, exactly. But we're talking about white supremacist groups that have typically some sort of Christian ideology, theology behind their white nationalist goals.
Well, if you look at the history of all of the stuff about Jesus, one of the first things he said is, get these niggers out of here. So all you Christians...
Part that river so white people can move.
Right. So if you look at the history of Christianity and Jesus' teachings, all of it was like, hey, I swear to God, kill those Mexicans and kill them now. So I'm trying to figure out where did they get this ideology from that they feel like, goddamn Jews. Where did they get it from? I'm trying to figure out. I saw Jamie Foxx on an interview, and he said something. He started off with, like, what did I do to you? What did I do to you that makes you so mad about, because he was talking about black excellence. And people started sending him death threats and hate mail. Hate email.
I have
to his assistant.
Well, speaking of lost ideologies, first of all, Miss Adverb says, it's right there in the name, Michigan. It even sounds hateful. That's in your heart. It does not.
No, I think Miss Adverb
Mishawaka.
Miss Adverb got a good point.
But I will say to the question you're asking and what Jamie Foxx might have been asking, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Like, what is it about this, like, and it is a European construct of like go around, conquer, make
Vikings.
everybody drink tea and biscuits or whatever, right? Like, got to do it this way, speak English, whatever, right? What is it about that? And I just keep coming back to this fact.
What?
In the world of genetics, that all Europeans have 1 to 4% Neanderthal in them still, and 0 Africans do. And I know, like, even
so
4,
that's what you think it is?
4% sounds like nothing,
but it
sounds like it's fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, if y'all are the ones with the Neanderthal still in you, and listen, I fully acknowledge I haven't done my whole ancestry tree, but my mama got European in her, so I know I do. So I probably got some Neanderthal in me. You know what I'm saying? No. That's why I say some of the things on this show.
I ain't got 0.
But 0 Africans have
Neanderthal.
Any Neanderthal in them.
Or troglodyte.
And I'm like, maybe this is it.
I don't know if, but then again, like I had said this before, Kamal Bell, this is Kamal Bell, not me, but he made a great point that if I gave you a milkshake and it was a creamy, beautiful strawberry milkshake that was tasty and delicious,
my favorite.
and I put 4% doo-doo in it, little tiny piece of doo-doo in it at the bottom, it's not even at the top, and then I handed it to you, say, here, it's mostly milkshake.
It's a little bit of
that
shit.
Little piece of doo-doo tainted the whole milkshake. I think that they have a little piece of doo-doo that makes them act that way.
Yeah, I don't know what percent of Neanderthal will fuck up your whole brain. But,
well, apparently 4%.
No, because we're in this space now where you have, these right-wing conservatives who are talking about how, like, empathy, like Elon Musk is talking about, like, how empathy is, like, one of those tricks in, like, the downfall of humanity in society. And it's just like...
Are you empathetic?
Bro, as an actor, like, we have to be. Like, no. Absolutely.
No, not at all.
I mean, to a
you don't have to be.
But
I'm empathetic.
To be good at acting,
well, you could be good at acting. Yeah, you have to be able to have empathy so you can, draw on the character. Are you empathetic? Character. Would you say you're empathetic? And I've known him for a while, and I'm gonna see if he say what it is.
I'm definitely an empath.
You're definitely
absolutely an empath.
Okay, really?
Absolutely.
Okay,
like, I can see and feel people's other points, even to the point where, like, I understand that, oh shit, these dudes are being Neanderthals, like,
and so you're being empathetic.
Like, they
to
just
them.
have this thing in them, and I'm not saying this is all European people, but, like, there is a certain type that is just like, must conquer, fight. We used to fight saber-tooth tigers. Nigga, they not here no more. Like, why you still fighting tigers? Like, what's wrong with you, dude?
Go get a chicken nugget.
There's a Jamba Juice across the street. Like, what tiger are you talking about?
Catch a trolley and go down to the mall.
Yeah, we don't have to, like, conquer woolly mammoths anymore. Like, what's wrong with you?
But you think you have empathy. All right, I'm going to ask you this. Do I seem like I have empathy?
Seem like it? No. But...
Wow!
But no, like, if you know Shang off stage, like, you are a sensitive person, and, like, you have, like, feelings and emotions and things like that.
I don't know what you speak of.
Like, Shang doesn't run around with a bag of dicks and, like,
and beat people.
Clubbing people outside of Vaughn's.
Not yet.
Yet. Because he hasn't found a site that'll sell him that many cattle.
But once they sell them to me, because I told you.
He just calls up the ranchers like, what do y'all do with the dicks? Click.
Could you freeze them?
Hello? Hello? Shit.
But I do have Chinese throwing stars. And I didn't know I could actually buy those. And these motherfuckers
Wait, did you really get
I really did buy them.
Nigga, I thought you were joking.
It was $35. Because I can't get a gun right now because of some bullshit from my past. So I was like, I ain't going to be standing there with my dick in my hand if the shit go down.
Somebody going to walk in your house and yell, oh, my thigh! It's just going to be like...
No, and they're fucking for real, dude. They look like, but they're sharp as shit. And they tell you in the little package, it says, be careful handling these. Yeah, I was like,
no, they'll cut you.
They'll cut you
deep.
I know how to throw them, too. I threw one into my wall, and it fucking worked. I had to put...
There goes your deposit.
No. What I did was I pasted it. I was joking, and I did it. And I had to put... I have a little picture I put there about, like, being artistic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I put that over where the hole went.
Well... I think. Well, the Yahtzees now, the hate map, they need a map.
We can't say Nazi.
I don't know.
You just said Yahtzees. Because Yahtzee, I'm thinking.
that's what they tell us to say.
Oh, they tell us to say that? Well, we can bleep it. Maybe. No, I'm not bleeping shit. NAZ.
Yeah. You can find the Nazis near you guys. And then Nazis, you should probably get a map to figure out where Negroes
to get away from them
with ninja stars are.
Yeah.
Ninjas with
Did
stars.
You thought I was bullshitting?
I thought it was a joke.
No, not at all. Look, Pedro went on his gun journey. That's what I'm gonna call it, a gun journey. Because this isn't that's a good way.
It sounds like an early Fox show from the early 90s.
Gun journey.
One man.
But two
bullets.
And I really was impressed by the fact. Well, his reasoning. Your reasoning for telling me why you bought an arsenal. He did.
Listen, there's no cabinet bullshit that opens up with like.
He has. Yes, he did. He has shotgun, machine gun, bazooka, handguns. He got the kind.
It's a personal helicopter. It's a one-man helicopter.
That's why he wears a suit coat. He has the kind where you flick it and your hand and the gun comes out and it's a little gun and it can put a hole in your face. It's him. But
it's enough to distract you.
Since then. I thought about it, and when I tried to go do it, we went to where was the place? We actually went to a gun shop.
Redstone.
I went with him because I went there because I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go buy me one," and I literally thought, "Oh shit, let me just go buy one." And it's wild that these people that work there stopped me in my tracks and was like, "Hey, you."
Well, they were legal gun dealers.
They were legal.
By law, they were not allowed
to sell it
to give you anything.
So then I looked online. What other weapons can you buy? I'm not joking. What other weapons can you buy? Yeah, it's true. What?
John Blick. Let's go. That's my new name. Blick Pedro.
Yeah, and he can shoot. But I'm good with the handgun because I shot his gun and I was pinging it. But the bottom line is you can buy weapons that are lethal, but not illegal.
I see you.
And Chinese stars are lethal, but not illegal.
Okay, well, there you go.
Just a little tidbit from Savage AF.
Shang is like, did you know you could throw a Doberman pinscher at a baby's face? And nobody will ever.
And what can they say? Doberman pinschers aren't against the law.
Gina Emerson, I see you out there waving. We waving back. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. All right, we're gonna keep the show.
Good time-wise.
Keep the show pushing though. Yeah. But we're getting close.
We're getting close
to the end, my friends. And I don't just mean America.
I live a life that's full.
All right. So. We'll cut in the intro at blah blah blah. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. All those graphics, we'll do them when we feel like it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You know what? Fuck you, viewer.
Fuck your ears. Facts matter.
But you know what? We have a beautiful set, though.
Yes.
Shout
out to Petty Cash Studios. We love you for it. Black Pedro pop in today. Like I said, you want to play? Go ahead, play it, man. So we got it playing. Let's go.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Yeah, go play it, man. Shit, for the people at home, for the live folks. Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Ha! All right, so like I said, I did a little audible today.
Yeah,
did a swiggity switch it up. I was gonna talk about one thing, but technically I saw it yesterday, and then sitting on my couch again today, I saw it again. I think I mentioned that since the firing of Joy Reid from MSNBC, and you know, you add that up with the Tiffany Crosses and everybody else all the other
five
black peoples that they done kicked out
and
of
Asian.
There. Yeah, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna pause on MSNBC for a minute. Just looking for some new outlets. I've stumbled across Scripps News. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. SCRIPPS, Scripps News. This is not like a full endorsement, but it's one of the apps on my fucking Roku.
Right.
And, you know, I just chimed in, and they seem to be just kind of that neutral news site. It's not a lot of like personality shows. They just kind of run the news and the facts, and then, you know, from there you can decide and decipher and do your own research, even though you didn't finish 10th grade.
Right. The sky is blue. Go outside and see.
No, Damani Jones, not Super Crips. It's called Scripps News.
Hey, first off, cuz, I'm going to need you to slow down with that and pause on that.
Yanni K says Zeteo? Zeteo?
Very good.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yanni. I appreciate that. And I thank y'all for chiming in live on the on
Brian
our
Cohen.
YouTube channel. Brian Tyler Cohen. Yeah, I like him. But I also like to just like have some kind of network on in the background, blah blah blah.
Oh,
so
when you're at home,
I found this
okay,
thing Scripps News, right? So
right.
Don't let me get too far off course. So been watching Scripps News for like I don't know, a week, 10 days now, but ever since whenever they fired Joy, and the past couple of days I have seen a commercial, and I gotta say it's probably. I've just never seen an administration or a governmental office do anything like this. But
I know commercial.
Former governor of North Dakota, Christy Garden Gnome, she looks like one of those politically evil Barbies. There we go. Got a little clip for you right there of her. Yeah, definitely. Those are that's not her hair. Okay, I'm just gonna. I don't know if she's gonna sue me for that, but I'm calling fake hair, fake news, fake hair.
News.
But former governor of North Dakota, Christy Gnome, is now Secretary of Homeland Security.
Dun dun dun.
In this day and age, in this time, pretty important position, especially when we're talking about mass deportations. But now they have a commercial running where she's sitting there, the background, whatever, she got the thing on. And you've seen it, and she's like, "Hi, America. I just want to thank our president, Donald J. Trump, for securing our border and making our country safe. And I come to you right now with a message from our president.
If you are here illegally, we will find you and deport you. You will never return. If you leave now, there may be a path for you to return and enjoy America's freedom. We have your grandmother."
I added the "you have your."
And I think you changed the tone and the voice.
Well, but it's how it felt.
No, that's
her tone stayed with the PTA soccer mom. She was like, "We're going to find you and deport you.
Yeah.
You'll never return."
I don't know if
I'm like, return from where?
Yeah.
Anywhere. It's like, wait, what?
Like the way she said it, I thought she was going to say, "You will be flogged."
But if you leave now, you might come back and enjoy America's freedom. I'm like, you're crazy.
Brought to you
demonic devil.
Brought to you by fascist America.
It was just like,
it was creepy.
I swore the first time. Are you sure, Shane? Because I swore the first time she went from our president.
Get out now, or we will take your children's feet.
She didn't say that.
Breezy JJ saw it, but y'all saw it. But this for me was sort of groundbreaking politically, where you just have an administration and a department within it openly saying, "Run from here, leave here now. We're going to find you and deport you, and you will never return." I mean,
these
are ominous words.
That's a death threat.
Like, bruh, this is like what motherfuckers say to you when you slap their girlfriend on the ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll kill you. Like, get the fuck out of my neighborhood. Like, it's how drug dealers talk to each other. Like, yo, you can't be here, son. I'm gonna give you till tomorrow. But if I see you here tomorrow, you ain't never coming back.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is America. This is America.
Bro,
the bottom line is the fact that the station ran it is the people I have a problem with. I understand they need money, but I've seen other commercials that are like this, pertaining to immigration, pertaining to civil rights and DEI. I've seen a DEI commercial that made me go, who the fuck cleared this? All niggers, you don't count.
We know you can't read.
Hard ER, and it's like, Arr!
So,
and I just went, wow.
I definitely thought about that aspect of it, but I realized that CNN, MSNBC, all over, any of the networks, you see all kind of ads that go both ways.
Oh no, Trump's son has one where he was saying, yeah.
But also, I think that a network like this could potentially defend itself by saying that they're neutral, and also,
no.
Don't we need to see these ads?
Put them on Fox.
I mean, first of all, listen.
No,
if you're an illegal immigrant here right now,
yeah,
right. I think you need to see these ads. Hold on, to understand that they don't mean. Like she wasn't like,
if you are a rapist, sexual assaulter, if you are a serial killer,
They just said if you are here illegally,
right,
which simply means undocumented. So I think every undocumented person in this country needs to see that.
Not at all.
And no, but understand that that's the government that they're dealing with.
Well, yeah.
Because many of them probably supported a Trump administration.
Okay.
Because they thought that it meant that the rapists and the murderers were going to be expelled. Didn't realize that.
Pedro.
And now I'm
no.
This is them talking right to you.
No.
And telling you.
It is their fault for airing that and taking that kind of ad. Let it play on Newsmax or Fox, that fake fucking channel. Let it go on there. You don't need to keep propping these people up and giving them money. Fuck that. And if the message
you're not giving them money, you're taking money.
Taking money. I'm saying taking money from them. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. And so I think that that's the fault. If I keep propping it up and putting the commercial on, I think it's their fault. And when I see the commercials where they are blatantly lying, isn't there some kind of rule where you can't just say our Teslas will suck you off? Or I mean, you can't just say that. No, man, I blame the networks. I blame the media because the media is the one who keeps feeding it in the narrative of this fucking lying, like consistently lying
but
orange cunt stick.
Here's the thing: with this ad, because I hear what you're saying, and trust me, I really did think about this. But like with this ad in particular, it's not like she's a politician anymore. Right. She's now like
just a raging racist.
But she's a cabinet member. She's a cabinet member.
Raging racist.
No. Of course. If you're in Trump's cabinet, that's redundant to say. But what I'm saying is, it's not like she is like, hey, North Dakotans, come out and vote to deport people. Right. That's not. So it's not like, hey, come support this bill that deports immigrants. Right. This is an ad where the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security is like
threatening
everybody.
No, I agree.
And I do believe that needs to be put out there, not just as information for those that could be affected by it, but for all of us to see the reality of the administration that we are dealing with, that they were never about like just get out criminals, but that their definition of criminals was your grandmother who doesn't have papers.
Right.
And she's boldly saying this now.
The reason I'm saying it's a raging racist shit is because if you look at it, and I checked on this, it's 530,000 immigrants that aren't from Mexico or from Haiti or none of that. They're Irish. They're from Europe. And I don't see them rounding them up and putting them in camps and Gitmo and all that other shit. So, no, I think it's a targeted racist ad and shouldn't be. And if that's the case, make sure you say everybody. Say everybody, because they don't say everybody. And that's why they some bitches. And I hope that y'all all get flogged.
And Christy Nome will be the one to do it. That's your Black Pedro pop-in for today. Yes. Just know that there's no place like Nome. She's coming for you.
And you will never return.
The voice is what makes it creepy. I will make sure that we take all of your family and put them in a bag and throw them in the ocean.
We will find you.
No, Savage AF, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you don't subscribe to the channel, you know what happens. Your children will never love you. I just thought whatever can be,
something's got to take. If there's any heart left.
If there's anything left. And my heart goes with you.
Oh, no.
No, that's Elon. You autistic.
For those who don't know.
There's a difference between autistic and flat out just dysfunctional. You make good investments, but you're not the most comfortable dude. You're dressed like a teen kid that never got no pussy. But apparently now that he's a billionaire, he's popping out kids left and right. He got more kids than Nick Cannon. So I think he does. I think he passed Nick Cannon up. And then Nick Cannon said, oh, no, you don't.
No, he didn't.
So he dropped his seed in another one. I see, but we're running a little bit out of time. I want to make sure that you know that my Shangri is short, mad, quick, angry, and frothy. Hey, by the way, all you farmers that voted for Trump, how you feel now? This is called the portion of your life where you're losing your farm. It's called the fuck around and find out portion. You dumb bitches. What did you think he was going to do? All right? Did you really think he gives a fuck about you, farmer, while you got all of that chicken shit under your fucking nails, you dumb bitches? I am not feeling sad. I will pay $175 for eggs as long as your shit goes down the drain, because you deserve it. You all deserve all the shit you getting. All you farmers that are losing your fucking shit, guess what? This is what you wanted. That's what you said you wanted, and now you got it. You wanted it. You got it. Foreclosure. That's how I feel about it. And the thing is, this is going to make maybe our Latin audience not like us as much, but you Hispanics that are getting kicked out of, like you said, being kicked out, and they got commercials right directed to you that thought that these people like you, and you thought because you're kind of white that you could lean into the whiteness and they will love you. They are doing the shit to you. Where's Nana? She was just making a quesadilla, and all you see is the plate just fucking like spinning because they grabbed her and dragged her and put her in an ice truck. Guess what? We talk about empathy, and I ask if I have any. I ain't got none for you right now. I don't give a fuck. You deserve this shit. All you people that voted for this shit, and you women, you're next. And guess what? Black people, you next too. Women, you're next, because guess what? He's already basically said abortion off the table. You don't get to have a right to what you want to fucking do. You know why? You know why you don't get it right? Because Orange Cunt Six said so with his illegitimate kids he got all over the place. The bottom line is, how can I have empathy for the people that you decided for this shit? You decided this shit. You thought that this motherfucker who is a pathological liar was okay to say, hey, put him in a position of power. The one that actually called you rapists and murderers, you really thought he was going to be on your side, and now you're in Gitmo. Suck our dicks. Let me tell you something. All you farmers and all you MAGA people, if you don't like the show, you ain't gonna sell it. But at least share this clip, and then we'll make a lot of money off of it. And then we'll mock you as we drive past you in our Mercedes-Benz.
I'm going to stick with Audi.
Okay, all right, Audi. All right, that's how I feel.
Just want to be clear. You mean all the farmers who voted for Trump. Not like all the farmers.
No, I mean all the farmers that voted for Trump.
That voted for Trump.
Yes, I said that.
Not every farmer that voted. No, I just want to... So the people know.
All right, the people. I'm going to clarify. All you farmers that voted for Trump, all right? I'm glad your chickens are dying. I'm glad your chickens are dying and the sheep are leaving. And I'm glad that your cows don't like you, and your wife is leaving you, and your kids are going to adoption.
I hope everything that happened on Yellowstone in 1923 happens to your ranch.
Everything. Because guess what? If I voted for it, and this is what I thought was best, even though in the face of all of that and all his lies, you still decided, hard to feel empathies. That's why I asked you about that, because guess what? I don't got none. I ain't got none for you.
Got you.
That's how I feel.
I feel it.
And I wish a motherfucker would say something. I was almost dying when I came in this bitch.
Well, they farmed around and found out, huh?
Farmed around and found out.
FAFO, farm around and find out,
That's why I
y'all.
said farmer.
Let's go,
Fuck
y'all.
around farmers.
It's a lot of people who fuck around with Trump and are finding out now.
Yeah. I regret my vote. I can't believe I did this. Yeah, whatever. You wasn't giving a fuck then.
Have you seen the panel of Michiganders?
No.
There's a panel of Michigan voters. It was like an online thing. And, I mean, there was like a black man, a black woman on the panel, old, young, men, women, white. And, you know, every single one, at some point they're like, well, I just never thought he was going to do that. And if he had been this aggressive the first time, nobody would have ever voted. And who knew he was going to, bitch.
He told you.
Black people like, I just think he gone too far. Nigga, he started too far.
He started too far.
He started way far from you.
Project 2025 was not just a light reading. It wasn't like, hey, I just read it one time at night. I don't think it's just fantasy. No. Everything that you see happen systematically right now is in Project 2025. So supplies, that's why Pedro was right. I'm going to give him props for that. They're going to be nigga slaves on the moon.
And guess what year it is, guys? 25.
25.
So, the shit's happening right now. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That's your show for today. That's your Shangri for today. Black Pedro, comedian Shang.
Yes.
Make sure you guys follow us once again on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/SavageAFWorld, all one word.
And share and comment, even if you don't like what the fuck I said.
Yeah, send somebody to hate us.
Yes.
We'll take your give us your trolls and your ignorant and your dumbasses and in masses. Dumbasses in masses. That's what we want. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings.
That's a weird way to close out the show. Bring us your dumb masses.
Bring us your invalids, and we shall. Hey, listen, if you voted for Donald Trump, you're either really rich, really racist, or both.
Or both.
We'll see you guys next time. Deuces.
That's the weirdest way to close out. Bring us your dumb.